following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a fun show for you guys today, and I think you're going to enjoy it. We have a super great band from New York City called Saint Divine, and then we have a friend of the show who's Ron's been in some movies with before. Her name's Julie Anne Prescott, and she hasn't been on the show since September. Julie Anne Prescott. You'll know her when you see her. And
I gotta go through my file.
She's been on our show, and she was in Clown Motel, and she was in Big Freaking Rat. I don't know. She was in a bunch of different movies.
In Scenes with Me?
No, not in Scenes with You, but in the same movies. But you know her because she's been to all. We got all the events with her.
Okay.
She's fun. She's fun, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We want to say hi to the chat room. What's up, chat room? How's everybody doing? Angela Joseph is in there. Welcome back, Angela. Love to see you.
Hi, Angie. How you doing, honey bun? When are you coming to wherever the fuck I am in this horrible state?
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. Ugh. The desert. You can have the desert.
She says Julie is awesome.
You're still working, right? Are you making films again?
We should bring her on one day. We should bring her on.
I love her. I would love to have her on just so we could visit.
Angie, let me know if you got another Wednesday off coming up, and we'll bring you on as a guest because we haven't seen you in such a long time.
This way we get a chance to visit with you. If we can't seem to do it in person.
Yeah, it would be fun. In the meantime, you guys, I want to thank everybody. She says California, she's coming in July, but aren't we moving? And,
you're coming to Palm Springs in July?
She's coming to California in July.
Oh, don't come here.
Anyway, we'll chat. Yes, she's still doing she's still doing films. Come
on the show so we could catch up.
Absolutely. So you guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Last week's show did really good on YouTube. I think we got like 23,000 plays, which is really good. Our YouTube following is getting bigger all the time. So thanks so much. You can hear the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. We're on Libsyn, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and then we're on like 160 other platforms. But those platforms, like not everybody knows them. I just use the ones that everybody actually knows.
I am awaiting the storm. There's supposed to be an enormous storm coming up the West Coast, bringing on many feet of snow up in the mountains and tons of rain down here in the valley. So we expect to flood in, in our house, but the streets are going to flood. It's just horrible what's going on. I mean, living in Palm Springs, you have to be very young and durable because when you're my age or Jimmy's age, it's difficult. We worry about everything. Driving is impossible. It's too hot in the summer. It's too cold in the winter. When it rains like it never stopped raining. It's not the Shangri-La that people think it is. So if you're coming out here to live, get ready to be a little tough. You have to be a desert rat to live in the desert. I'm a New Yorker. I'm used to sewers and sidewalks. Of course, not now. Now New York is a disgraceful mess. I understand that the dog shit is now on top of the snow. So you have white snow with brown trickling down it. And if you have to cross the street, you have to go over the snow mounds. You have to step on the dog shit. I mean, it's just impossible what's going on. We are out of control. We've got to get our country back to normal. We've all got to be better. I mean, we have to have water for fires in California. You need to have the water pumps going. And we need to have all kinds of things to save our lives, to keep us safe. It's just terrible. And also, another thing they said, oh, listen to this one, a major earthquake is going to hit the lake here. What the hell is that lake called?
I don't know.
The big lake, the big one.
I've only been to it.
The one that's
once. I don't know.
polluted,
Yeah.
that killed all the fish.
I don't know.
I forgot what it's called.
But we're expecting tornadoes and earthquakes.
Tornadoes. I mean, what is going on? I mean, like, is God really angry with everybody?
You never know.
If you believe in God, if you believe that God controls the weather, I mean, I really don't. Weather is nature, but it's not what you see it. You know, when they show movie film, or it's always an umbrella next to a pool, some beautiful broad with big tits laying in a lounge, some gorgeous guy comes over, kisses her. I mean, the music comes up with the love song. Nothing like that. Nothing.
I like love.
And also, if you're not gay, don't come to Palm Springs, because Palm Springs is about 80% male, gay men, all men. It's the gay capital of the world. So you have to not just like gay people, because if you just like gay people, get the fuck out of Palm Springs. You're in the wrong town. Okay.
And they're not going to be listening to our show since we're gay.
What?
They wouldn't be listening to our show either if you don't like gay people, because we're gay.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah, I know.
Let me explain that to you.
Yeah.
I am a man. I am normal. I have 2 children. I live a very normal life. I do not associate with gay people. I do not go to gay bars. I do not do gay functions. I live a heterosexual lifestyle. The only time I'm gay is when you rape me.
Anyway, you guys, hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a good weekend. There's lots of stuff going on weather-wise here in California. Hopefully it'll all work out okay.
California used to be 30 or 40 or 50. I could go back a long way. I can go back to 19.
A long way.
Well, my family moved to California in 1950. That's a long time ago, 1950. And it was heaven then. It was very few people, hardly any traffic. The weather was beautiful all the time. And then it changed over the 50 years.
So
Progress, they say we've gotten better. No, we haven't gotten better. We've gotten healthier because we live longer because of the medicines and what the doctors can do to keep us alive. We didn't have half of this medicines 50 years ago. So if you had certain illnesses, you died. We're able to keep us alive longer now, but what for? The quality of life is not so hot. Used to be you had less time to live, but far better quality.
Well, let's do something a little bit on the positive upside.
I'm always on the positive side. That is positive because I'm talking the truth, and the truth is positive. When you lie, that's negative, and I never lie. I tell it like I believe it is. I am 85 years old, and
almost 86.
Why do you have to rub it in? And I've seen a lot, and I've seen a lot of California. I've seen it change. I went through the movie star phase of 1950. Then I was a hippie in the 60s. So then after the hippies, I was a disco guy in New York, Studio 54, hung out with all kinds of celebrities, movie stars, hoods, everything. And you name the person, I've friended them.
Which, by the way, last week we played the video trailer for Let's Rock, Ron's movie that he was in. We can't play any of those old videos because we got flagged on YouTube. And when I put the show up on YouTube, I had to actually take that segment out because they wouldn't let it go. I guess
That movie's 100 years old.
I know, but they wouldn't let us do it.
Everybody in it is dead except me.
So when you guys watch the replay that's on our YouTube channel, that's why you don't see that section in there, because I had to take it out. Or YouTube wouldn't let the video be seen by anybody.
Oh, tell them to go fuck themselves. Come on. I was an extra dancing for 2 seconds. All you saw was my legs. The cameraman thought I
I
had
know,
to,
but it's not. They're not letting. It's not that because you're in it that they're not letting us see it. They're not letting us see it because somebody else owns the right and they don't want it to be seen.
well, who the fuck are they? I'll deal with it. Hey, out there, whoever you are that has the rights to that movie, cut the shit, huh? It's oh please,
It's totally
know,
crazy.
this business sucks. Everybody's out to get everybody else's throat. Nobody helps anybody. I'm really pissed off now. That I got paid shit for that movie.
You got a pair of shoes.
A pair of shoes. I got that wrong,
Oh.
I was on not Ted Steele, somebody. Some guy had a television show like that, and all the kids went on it to dance, and it was a contest, and I won the contest, and I got Flag Brothers shoes, and I forgot what show it was. It was called Ted Steele, maybe? No, that's not what it was. Somebody, I don't know. It's so long ago. I've done so much in my life. You think I remember everything?
No, you don't even remember what you did 2 days ago.
I really don't. No, but you know what it was? We had paper and pencil, and it was a pain in the ass to write everything down that you did. Today, you have a computer. You talk into it. I was on the somebody's show. I was on to this. I won shoes on somebody. And then it's recorded. And then whenever you want, you hit a button and it comes up. But in my day, you had to have a file. You had to put it in a.
I still like all that. I like having everything written down in case the computer falls apart.
No. I had no time to write where I was, and I didn't give a shit. I wasn't in a major movie getting an Academy Award, so what did I care? What, I'm going to write down, I danced and won a pair of shoes? What do I care? I mean, really, think about it. That's such an important thing. Ron Russell won a pair of, and I wasn't even Ron Russell then.
Yeah, you were Ron Sorrego.
I was Ron Sorrego, my real name. Ron Sorrego won a pair of shoes.
So what's up, everybody? I want to just say hi to the chat room. Cindy Lake, thank you for the promos. We want to give a shout out to Don Hinton and B. Claudia. They're both under the weather. We also want to give a shout out.
Girls, you got to stop drinking.
To Sylvia Polite's watching the show. Angie's in the chat room. We're going to have her come on in March. And she's going to be turning 55, it says, on the 26th of March. Angie, baby. Hello.
I'm trying to think who Angie, baby.
Angie, baby. Angela.
Oh, I'm having a moment. No, I got confused with the other conversation.
Okay, Angie baby's turning 55. We'll have her come on before her birthday,
Angie,
you guys.
baby?
Angela.
Angela.
You just asked her if she's coming to the fucking desert to see
Her
us.
name is Angela? I thought it was Josephine.
No, Angela Joseph.
Oh, I think I'm ready to retire.
Oh my God.
When I get upset, I get confused. And I'm really upset with that bullshit that they flagged
Angie
us.
baby. Anyway.
That movie is over 65 years old.
Yeah, that's probably why we got flagged.
Why are they flagging? I was 16. What was I?
Anyway, we got to go. We got to get out of that because we've got new things to talk about.
I'm really pissed. See, when you tell me shit like that, tell that to me when we're off the show.
Well, I have to explain it to other people because people are watching it and sending me messages. How come that clip's not in there?
Anyway, you only missed my legs.
There you go. You only missed his legs. All right, let's bring on our first guest. I'm very excited. Hey, Julie Anne, how are you?
So good. Thank you for having me, Jimmy.
I am so excited. So before we get started, let me introduce you to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I know her.
No, you don't.
I don't know her?
No.
She looks familiar.
Well, she's from New York City. And you're from New York City, but your age gap is quite big. But
I never hung out with old bags. I hung out with young people like her. You think I'm stupid? I'm going to hang out with old people before my time? Never do that. Do not hang out with old people before your time. Because you know what? You're paying double dues. You're young, hang out with younger than you. If you go out with a guy 10 years younger. You know why? Men fall apart quickly. This way, the guy might give you 10 years extra.
You're gonna actually love her. First, we're gonna first talk about her music and all the great stuff that she's doing, and then we're gonna talk about her books that she has authored, and you're gonna really like that. So, but we're not gonna talk about it yet, so I'm not gonna give you away.
I'm gonna talk about what I want. Don't interrupt me because I'll punch you right in the fucking
First, we have
face.
to introduce her.
I'm from New York.
Hey, everybody.
That's how we talk in New York.
Now we want to
You know
welcome.
what?
Wait, we got to introduce her.
California, if you're in a mall and there's a crowd of people in front of you, you say, "Pardon me, excuse me." In New York, you say, "Get the fuck out of the way."
That's true. I can corroborate that.
But that's what makes us colorful.
So hold on. First, we're going to do an introduction.
She's beautiful.
So everybody, now
I
we
like.
want to welcome.
I'm gay, but I love beautiful women.
We want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, Julie Anne Prescott, who is a member of the garage punk Americana rock band Saint Divine. She's also an author. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Ron and Jimmy. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's going to be a lot of
Pleasure
fun.
to have you, my darling.
This is our dog Astro.
Astro,
Astro.
7 pounds of heaven.
Oh,
He's like our little baby.
He's my love.
So first of all, tell us a little bit. Where are you from in New York?
so I've lived in Manhattan for most of my life. I moved up here actually from Pensacola, Florida. That's where I was raised, and
Where do you live now?
spending like so much of like my formative years in these small, sleepy southern towns. I always dreamed of big city life, and I thought maybe I would live here for a year or two. But it's worked out
Where
really
was
well
you?
for me. I couldn't be happier.
Manhattan.
You went to Manhattan the wrong time. I have so many friends there, and they keep calling me, saying to me, "You're so lucky. I tried to cross 3rd Avenue, and I had to step in dog shit because it was on top of the snow." I said,
So wait a second, go back.
They didn't make a little opening for you to cross 3rd Avenue?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a biohazard situation going on here, like post blizzard and post dog walk. It's quite treacherous.
No, but the
I'm
slush,
actually-
wait. They said the slush is not to be believed. There's 3 feet wide of ice slush. You can't cross. What is going on? Garbage is piled to the sky. And what happened to Manhattan? I mean, people have gone crazy or what?
Well, we just got a blizzard. We got a blizzard and then it froze. So we had this like subarctic temperature, and we're just climbing out of it. I think it was like 40
Yeah,
degrees.
well, listen, you know how many blizzards I lived through? I lived on 3rd Avenue and 75th. And that was a nightmare because they were working underneath the ground, and they had those big iron things on top of the road so the cars could drive on top of, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom.
Every car that goes over
That's
it.
all you heard all night long, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. So I said, I can't live here anymore and kill myself because I'm not sleeping. I was on the 9th floor.
So wait a second. I want to go back. So first of all, how long have you lived in Manhattan?
I've lived here for several decades and I love it. I'm never leaving. They're stuck with me.
I'm from
New
Florida.
York.
I'm from Florida, so Pensacola is cool, and we're considering going back to Florida soon.
I'll always be a New Yorker, no matter where I live. Because you know what? When they say you have such a New York accent, I said, I know. When I'm losing it and becoming a Californian, I go back to New York to get it. Because I don't want to say, oh, there's the dog. The dog ran across. Fuck out of here. I don't talk like that. So I get hired in all my movies because I have a new antique New York accent. So I always play mafia. Tough guy.
I love
Gives
it.
me a lot of work.
Okay.
Actress.
No.
Is that typecasting?
You sing, play an instrument.
Yes, I'm a multi-instrumentalist. I play several instruments and I do also sing.
That's who you remind me of. That girl I love, the one that played in Egypt.
Oh.
I love her.
She won't know her. I
Oh,
forgot
she's
her name
wonderful.
now.
This girl is.
We had a violinist on the show, and like she actually played in between the.
She looks just like you.
Pyramids in Egypt, and she does look a little bit like you.
No. Even the hair, the color, the face, the smile. That's why I thought I knew.
So
you.
tell us, what are all the different instruments that you actually play?
Okay, so my band Saint Divine is working on a new album right now, and I play guitar. I play keyboards. I also play a cigar box and a kalimba. So it really kind of like spans the gamut from like, punk to Americana to kind of like the DIY homemade kind of instruments that I've grown to love.
So what when you say cigar box, like an actual cigar box, what do you
Rubber
do? Like,
bands. Rubber bands.
It's not rubber bands. It's, I guess, if I had to describe it, it would probably be closest to a ukulele. So it's 4
Okay.
strings and it does have a pickup. and I probably will be playing it at the bitter end
Which
on
we're going to talk
Sunday.
about too. We're going to
Well,
talk
I
about that.
played, I played the cigar box. I'm not lying. When I was a kid, we used to have cigar boxes. I don't think we have cigar boxes anymore. Muriel's cigar box was the best one. And then you took the lid off and you strung rubber bands across, some tight, some less, and some less.
Yep.
And you really thought you were playing an instrument. And you sang. On
So
top of Old Smoky.
How long have you been an instrument? How long have you been a musician then? Pretty much your whole life?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a lifelong musician. I grew up singing in church. I had just like the quintessential suburban requisite piano lessons when I was a kid. My dad is a country western songwriter. He started teaching me how to play guitar when I was about 7. And you'd think I'd be a lot better by now if you judged by how long I've been playing. But I like to say that my passion completely compensates for everything else. So
Are you married?
no,
You're not married? Are you a lesbian?
I am not a lesbian.
You're not.
I'm not a lesbian.
And you're not married.
I
Oh, men,
am
stupid, you're around
intentionally
stupid men.
unpartnered.
Stupid men you're meeting. If I were young and straight, I'd be after you in a second. Really, I'd have you play love songs on your guitar for me.
So
I do love songs. That's
I
a
know,
favorite.
I want to talk a little bit about
You're so
because
beautiful. How could the guys have to be throwing themselves at you? Seriously, unless you're like
I
my
am
daughter.
all wait list, no roster at the moment.
there you go.
I have a daughter who was second runner-up in Miss America, and she can't get arrested. She's almost 60 now, and she's not married. And the men just run away from her. She's still beautiful. She looks like Grace Kelly or Michelle Pfeiffer, like your type, beautiful like you. And she just had difficulty all her adult life with men. They always would go out with her for a couple of dates, and they were intimidated because of her career, what she did, who she is. She wasn't a fat slob at home, cooking. And that's what men want, a piece of ass and a fat slob cooking. They don't want a woman like you who has what to say and is an independent woman. And they're afraid that you're so good looking, you may not like them. That's their problem.
It would take someone with some pretty bold taste in women, I would say.
No,
I think so too, because he's
like a Donald Trump type.
No. Wait till you hear her music. It's totally different. So first of all, let's talk about Saint Divine.
No, I meant type as far as wealthy.
Oh yeah, wealth and all would be
position.
nice. So you guys, Saint Divine is Julianne Knock and Will Croxton. There's also 3 other band members: Philip Llanos, Jesse Barnes, and Michael Ratty. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. But basically, all the pictures have Julianne and Will Croxton on them. They formed in 2024. They had a debut EP that came out in 2025 called "You Can't Go Forward and You Can't Go Back." There you go. And they have a new, an actual LP coming out, "The Devil That You Know." It's coming out March 20th with 12 songs. And here's the thing that I find amazing. First of all, you guys, so the big song you guys on their debut EP, "You Can't Go Forward and You Can't Go Back," was "Swallow." And the first song that they're releasing on "The Devil That You Know," which we're going to play the video for both of these, is called "Spit." So their first 2 hit songs are "Spit" and "Swallow." Spit and swallow. Like
that doesn't go with you.
That's true.
It doesn't.
It's very tongue in cheek, and we're just completely unafraid. We will just go places where other bands might be hesitant to go, and that goes for like the musicality, the performance, and like the thematic content of the lyrics. We do enjoy a double entendre, and we're not afraid to just like say what we want.
I think it's
amazing. You're a very classy woman. I don't think "Spit and Swallow" goes with you.
Wait till you hear the songs are so good, you guys.
If it did go with you, you'd have a lot of boyfriends.
So you guys, Saint Divine has been compared to PJ Harvey and Nick Cave, Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra, The Kills, The Cramps. I want to play a song so people get an idea, because you look one way and your music is totally different than how you look.
What, our music is dirty?
No, but it's punk rock.
What's punk rock?
You'll hear it, and then you'll know what it is. It's garage rock, punk rock, rock.
Oh, I know it. That's what my nephew likes. Huh?
Yes, what your nephew likes.
I don't like that music. You do that?
Wait till you hear it. You're gonna love it.
Don't you sing? You're so beautiful. You're supposed to be on a piano in a slinky gown singing a love song.
Never gonna. Well, she could probably do that too. Actually,
I can do that too. I'm very versatile. I'm very
Yes,
versatile.
but you're too beautiful to be punk.
oh no, this is so
You're
good.
absolutely. You're like Michelle Pfeiffer.
You guys, their music is getting played all over the place. They're incredibly popular.
I'm 85, so you have to forgive me. Do you have a family member that's 85?
Oh, sure. Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm sure they don't like your music either.
No.
I love it, you guys. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play Spit first, and Spit is the one that just came out, you guys. So Juan, set up the Spit video. I want you to introduce it for us, introduce the song, and then you hang on. We're gonna play it for everybody, and we'll be right back.
Oh, awesome. Introducing the first single from our full-length LP that's coming out March 20th. We have Spit by Saint Divine.
Hey everybody, so that's Spit by Saint Divine. I freaking love it. I have to tell you,
Boy, she is so sexy in this. I can't believe it's you. I mean, really, and you can't get a guy. I mean, you can get a guy.
you can. She just hasn't got the right one.
Why can't you? I mean, I'm in shock.
Not everybody
Now,
wants
wait a
one.
minute. I have a nephew. My nephew is very well built. He's 54 years old. He's divorced. He has his own company, t-shirt company, and he's looking for somebody for a serious relationship. and he lives in Santa Monica.
But he comes to New York all the time.
He's in New York. He's in New
He
York.
will love the music though, and it goes with his clothing
just-
line.
Maybe,
Ask him if he wants to do a merch line for Saint Divine. We have T-shirts.
There you go.
My nephew is very intelligent and very, very, very not.
Anyway.
he's good.
Ron's over there playing
No,
match.
you like guys with tattoos? He's got a lot of those shitty tattoos on him.
Actually, do you have tattoos? No, you don't. No, you don't have them super visible. If you do,
Well, I have this one that's like
Infinity
yeah.
or something. I
something
love
like
it.
that.
There you go.
I don't have any tattoos.
So hold on, I want to go back. So who are your musical influences growing up? I read online someplace that you and Will Croxton met as backup singers of Ivan Julian.
We did. It is the craziest thing. So yesterday was actually the release anniversary for Ivan Julian's record Swing Your Lanterns. So that came out on Pravda Records a few years ago. And what I didn't know at the time was that when I was invited to sing backup for Ivan, that he co-wrote that song with Will Croxton. So I would meet Will years later when we collaborated on a retrospective of Ivan's work for a big event, sold out concert at City Winery. And I actually performed with Will. We both sang backup that night, but I didn't know that he was one of the authors of the song. I found out like embarrassingly late. So I met him through Ivan, and we were kind of like in the same social circle, and we had talked about, oh, you know, like we should do something sometime. And I played with this other band, Psycho Positive, and we got invited to do a kickoff party at the Bowery Electric for a tribute evening to the Cramps, which is one of my early influences. Like I love rockabilly and like old school rock and roll. That's probably my first love. So I couldn't get my band together for it. And so just on a whim, like I asked Will, like, do you want to do this show with me? And that was like our first public performance as a duet. And then it was just like we were musically compatible. We had similar influences, a really complementary skill set. And that is kind of like what launched like Saint Divine, our shared love of the Cramps, our, you know, friends in common. He's also from the South too. So we have that in common.
Yeah, back in the day, I saw the Cramps. I actually I used to be a clothing designer. I did a fashion show with the Damned. And so what are some of your other influences? Because one thing, Will doesn't sound like him, but when I look at him and when I look at him and his mannerisms, he reminds me a lot of like David Byrne from the Talking Heads for some reason. I don't know why. Just in my head, I'm like, he kind of reminds me.
I met him.
You met David Byrne?
I met the one that they said I looked like.
No, that's the movie director that you look like from Twin Peaks, I thought.
No. The one guy that sings. I was in Tower Records.
Does David Byrne have white hair?
No. This is when I had.
Now I saw his show. He did Off-Broadway.
I was on Sunset Boulevard in Tower Records buying records, and a kid came up to me and he said, "Oh, David Byrne's, well, can I have your autograph?" I said, "I'm sorry, that's not who I am."
Oh yeah, you do look like him. Okay.
You don't even know what I look like.
Huh? I don't know what David Byrne looks like. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it was not a compliment. When they said I look like Tony Curtis, that was a compliment. But David Byrne was not a compliment.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it was not. Listen, I want to ask you a question. I want an honest answer. How do you fare if you sang a wonderful ballad?
We
Would
do
you-
have some wonderful
would you-
ballads on the debut EP. We do have some wonderful ballads. So I think I handle that very well.
Like, would you sing oldies like Cole Porter, Night and Day? Things I'd love to hear you sing that.
Well, actually, like my very first job, I started performing professionally when I was 19. And I was auditioning around like the Southeastern theater circuit. And I got hired by a producer by the name of Jack Lachey, who gave me I think it was a summer-long contract into the fall at one of his resorts in Myrtle Beach. And we did 4 shows a night, some like jazz standards, and we had like a 1940s like radio hour floor show, and then we did like a 50s and 60s.
I would love
That's
that.
kind of where I cut my teeth. We would do like Woody Herman Orchestra and Duke Ellington. We would sing like,
That had to be a
Ernie,
thrill.
Sophisticated Ladies, stuff like that. So
We actually
That had to be a thrill for you.
absolutely, it was just like,
That beautiful
I
music.
was thought my career was like taking off, and it's like, nope, that's going to be the high point.
no, I think so.
No, but
Like,
this is great. I love live music. It's an honor to get to play original music, and that's one of the things that I love about the New York City music scene is that it is so open to original music, which is great.
which we should tell everybody, you guys. So
I would love to hear you.
so
Love it.
Saint Divine, you guys going to be playing February 22nd for the Phoenix 360 Phoenix Rising Showcase at the Bitter End, which is like a super historic venue in New York City. Everybody has played it. It's on Sunday, February
That's still around
22nd
the
at
Bitter
8
End?
o'clock. Yes, and they're going to be headlining it. It's going to be really fun. So you guys want to see it. And I also wrote down, I don't know if you're still, it was on your website, I think, February 20th, Parkside Lounge. Are you still playing that?
Yes, 9 o'clock, we're going to be part of Steve Krebs' Endless Party. And Parkside Lounge is a great Lower East Side kind of like dive bar vibes with a back room dedicated for music. And it's going to be a great night. So we'll be going on at 9 for the Endless Party. And I'm really looking forward to that.
When I was young, the Parkside Lounge was a steakhouse on Lower East Side. It's not the same room, right? Where is it?
It might be. It's at the corner of Houston and Attorney.
Yeah, that used to be a steak.
It's not a restaurant anymore, though. You cannot get a steak.
No, but that Parkside, the Parkside was what it was called, and it had the best steaks in New York. And I knew the owner well, but I can't think of his name. He was a Jewish fella, nice guy.
So we also had on our show at one point, we had one of the guys from the Stray Cats on. Is the Stray Cats considered rockabilly?
Yes, I love them.
But you have psychobilly. I don't know what psychobilly is. Like, what's the difference between psychobilly and rockabilly?
Okay, so psychobilly is like a little bit darker, where you like thematically, your rockabilly is going to be about like fast cars, and it's going to be about girls and falling in love, and like psychobilly leans a little bit darker. I would say there's like more elements of like classic horror in psychobilly.
Do you like horror?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I'm a huge horror fan. Ron has been in a ton. I've produced a bunch. Ron has been in a ton of horror movies. I collect horror movie, collectibles
I
from
hate
movies.
them. I'm in them, but I hate them. I don't like them. I think they're stupid, but I'm in them because they keep asking me to be in them, and I'm not going to say no. It's work. But as I'm doing them, I say to myself, "This is so fucking stupid."
So, do you have a favorite horror movie? I know this.
Oh my gosh, probably if I had to pick a favorite. This is going to be like so cliche, but Return of the Living Dead. Yes.
Awesome. We've had all the stars of Return of the Living Dead on our show.
That would probably be my
I
favorite.
brought out all these characteristics about you. My feelings are you came from a very waspy family who was very prim and proper, and they taught you to be a lady, and it shows in everything you are. What made you choose that stupid music you sing?
The music chose me. The music chose me.
How'd that happen? How did it?
I think it's a great.
I mean, you're like a
love it.
Grace Kelly. What the hell are you doing singing that spit stuff?
Now you're going to hear Swallow.
Having
next.
the time of my life. Having the
time of her
I
life.
think for Swallow, I'm going to leave the
No.
studio. I couldn't bear it.
No, it's so great.
I have such an impression of her. Such an impression of her as being like such a sophisticated lady.
She is sophisticated. Who does
I know
rock
that,
music?
but that's what's
So who are some of your
that's what's so fun is the contraire.
the contrast?
Contraire. Do you know what contraire
That's
means?
different. You mean contrast?
No, I don't mean contrast. Contraire is French for different.
Okay.
Oh, you're so stupid. He doesn't speak any. Do you speak languages?
A little Spanish, you know.
You don't sing in any languages.
Well, I did study classical voice, so I do sing in Italian and Latin
Oh,
and
parli
Spanish.
italiano.
He's Italian, so
Yeah.
he likes that. All right, so I want to go back. First of all,
I'm just so impressed with you. I think that you're going to have a wonderful career, but I'm like a witch, and I think you're going to have there's going to be a big turnabout.
see, now he doesn't know anything about what you do in your second occupation. She is a best-selling author of books on witchcraft.
This is true.
Maybe I've read some of your books.
So you guys, here's the
Do you
books
have-
that I
do you
wrote
have-
down.
Wait, do you have a pen name?
I just use my real name. So
Julie Anne
yeah.
She has the Modern Witchcraft Book of Natural Magic, the Modern Witchcraft Guide to Magical Herbs, the Modern Witchcraft Guide to Runes, the Modern Witchcraft Book of Crystal Magic, and I think there's more. And you guys, she doesn't just write books that don't sell. You guys, her books sell like
No,
hotcakes.
I think I'm familiar with Crystal. Crystal book. I think I'm familiar with that.
So tell us a little bit about that, and we'll go back
I've
to
read you.
Swallow.
I've read you.
So here's the funny thing about all this is that, well, you tell them like the witch stuff.
Yeah, why did you say that, Ron? Are you
Well,
psychic?
I'm a warlock. I've been a warlock since I'm like 8, 9 years old.
And his daughter
My
practices
daughter is a
white
witch.
magic.
My daughter Deirdre is a witch, a full-fledged witch.
And she lives in Pennsylvania.
And my other daughter is semi. The pageant one is semi. But as far as psyche goes and things, I'm very good. I do understand things that are going to happen in the future. And I'm telling you right now, what you are doing now, my spirit is so against what you're doing that it's telling me there's greater for her. And my spirit wants me to tell you there's greater things for you coming ahead than what you have now. Greater things you have. And
Well, I will accept the greater things.
No,
Absolutely
you'll
accept.
call,
the
you'll
greater
call if I'm still alive. You'll call me and tell me, Ron, you were right. You hit it on the head. I am so outstanding in and famous.
Well, she's famous in writing books. So tell us a little bit about how you.
Nobody's famous in writing books. Remember that. There's no such thing as famous in writing books.
Yes, there is.
You're known.
Okay, she's very well known for writing witchcraft books. And so tell us a little bit of how all that came about. Because
Yeah,
we
so
should tell you,
I've
where are the
been-
books?
I've been-
They're on Amazon?
Yes, Barnes & Noble carries them. Independent bookstores carry them. They're at the Strand. They are available on Amazon as well. Pretty much wherever books are sold. So I've been very, very blessed with a very receptive niche audience that's been really supportive, and I am extremely grateful for my readers.
Now,
Awesome. I think it's awesome.
witch? You were practicing witch?
Yes, it really came about from a very organic place where I had a very good friend of mine named Gabrielle Lichterman, who is a health writer, and she was out to lunch one time with her agent, who kind of mentioned in passing, gosh, if I had someone, that could write, for the like new age witchcraft spirituality market, I could probably keep them busy for the next 10 years. And she called me and said, Julianne, you have to get a proposal to my agent like right away. And I just went with like the first idea that I had. I was like, okay, well, let's see, what kind of book would a witch really love? Well, every witch needs a book of shadows. So I just did like a table of contents and a quick proposal on like how you would create your own. And this is why you will never convince me that magic isn't real, because I had no way of knowing this. But this was a small imprint called Providence Press. And in their acquisition catalog, they had a plan to publish a witch's grimoire. And they were looking for an author to hire to do that book. And my proposal matched perfectly.
Oh,
So I had no way to know like that was the exact subject that they were looking to contract. So I sold the book before I had written a page, and I had 90 days to deliver a 65,000 word manuscript. So that's how I got started.
I love it. And obviously it was good
Yeah.
because you wrote a bunch of other ones after that. So they wouldn't let you do that if the first
Now,
one
you
stuck.
do you have intuitive feelings that you know what's right and wrong, that you know what's going to happen and what's never going to happen. I'm lucky I have that ability.
That's a good question. I do call myself the useless psychic because I will get messages of things that are about to happen, but it's never anything useful.
The useless psychic.
No,
I'm the useless psychic. I do get messages, but it's like I don't get lottery numbers, but I can tell like who's about to call on the phone, even if I don't know that person. Like I'll just like say a name out loud and it'll be the person's name on the other line. And it's not really helpful. So I get that all the time, but it's always a lot of like really mundane, like unhelpful psychic messages. So.
Oh,
I've gotten warnings. My sister was going out with this fella, Joe, and I just never liked, I was a kid. I was maybe, 11, 12, and I never liked him. And my sister was like this, like that with him. She didn't care for him very much. And it was Sunday, and he only dated her on Sunday. And I said to my sister, this guy's fishy. I said, only on Sunday? There's someplace else where he shouldn't be with you. She said, listen, he takes me out nice. We go dancing, dinner. He's a nice guy. He doesn't expect anything, and it's fine. Okay. So she's going to go out with him on Sunday, and I just told her, Nita, do not go. Please don't go. I begged her not to go. Begged her. And she said, what are you doing? You're crazy, stupid, jerky kid. Get away, that kind of thing. And I don't remember the reasoning, but either he broke the date or somehow it happened. And the next day, the Daily News had a headline, this guy was shot to death in Astoria Park in a car with the girl, and the girl was killed as well. They went there to make out. Now,
that's tragic. I thought you were going to say secret family.
No, really. My sister to this day
family
said to me, how did you know I shouldn't go with him? I said, I don't know, Neat, but I just know that you were not supposed to be with him. And then he progressed after that. And then I started studying, and I started telling my friend Artie Pecchioni bought a beautiful old house in Great Neck on Long Island, old. And we gave him a television for a house gift, a little black and white TV. I warned him that something tragic was going to happen in that house, to be very careful with the electric wiring. Well, that little TV we gave him went on fire, and it burned the house down, killed his dog, and he barely got out in time.
Do you have a dog?
I don't. I have a cat.
A cat, okay. We love pets. I love it.
So, you go through life. Many people have this gift. First of all, I want to clear something up for my audience. Witches are not evil. Witches are not Halloween. Witches are not, if you know someone that practices witchcraft, it's the same thing as if he practices Judaism or Catholicism. It's another form of religion. In fact, in the time of Jesus, there were witches. Many witches were Jesus's friends, but they didn't call them witches. They called them seers, and they were able to see the future. Moses was considered a witch by today's standards because of the things that he saw. So if you go in your Bible, you're going to read so many people that are witches, but they don't have the word witch. They're called many other things. So don't be afraid out there. Don't be afraid of me. I'm not going to cast a spell on you. And I'm not going to.
Do people ask you about that? Do people ever ask you about that?
About spell casting?
Yeah, just like do they shun away? Because I think because of horror movies and stuff, people have a bad idea of witches because they just see witches killing people and stuff, but that's not actually what it is.
Well, I get it all. I really do get all of it. So it really depends. Like some people will embrace it. So there's that, which is always lovely. Some people are curious, which is probably a little more common. And then there's also skepticism and flat out rejection. So I do a lot of public events. I've done big festivals and conferences. I've done small gatherings and workshops. And it's just the only difference is the number of people, but it's always like embrace, curiosity, skepticism, rejection. That's pretty much the spectrum, and I get all of it.
I love it though. I just think it's very cool.
If you do horror movies like I do, if people pick up that for some, like now, everybody, we have 5 million people watching this, so we've got 5 million people that know that I practice witchcraft. I practice good witchcraft. I practice good for people. I wish good on people because it comes back. You see, we people of intelligentsia, I call it, we know that what you wish upon others comes back to you. So mote it be. There's no question about it. What you wish on your neighbor, you'll get. And in Italian, we say, "Che sputa in cielo ritornare in faccia." He who spits in the air gets in the wind gets the spit back in his face. So you see, these are ancient words, and these words are thousands of years old. So people have been practicing this forever. So I just like to stick up for people. I mean, a lot of people come to me that know what I do, that I can do, and they say, "Listen, I have a business." I said, "Listen, I don't do that. I could bullshit you and lie and take your money, but I don't do that."
Ron, I think you'd love my books, actually.
I think I've read the Crystal book. I think we're moving back to Florida, so I would pull it out. I got emptied my bookcase, but give me that title again.
Crystal Magic, Modern Witchcraft Guide to Crystal.
I have that book. The purple.
That's awesome.
I have that book. I've read that book.
We have a lot of books, like every year at Christmas, like we give a lot of witchcraft.
We've got a library on witchcraft.
We give a lot of witchcraft.
I probably
books.
have every one of your books. I just don't, see that.
That might even be why he thought you looked familiar, actually.
Yeah. Are there any photographs everywhere on your books?
There's not photographs of me on the books, but there's like a little blurb on the back.
Bio on you.
Oh.
So you guys,
I just know that I feel like I know you.
So you guys, Julie Anne Knock writes under her name, Julie Anne Knock, N-O-C-K. Saint Divine, the band, has an Instagram. It's Saint Divine _official. I want to go back to Saint Divine for a minute, but you guys should check out Barnes & Noble and all the different places to buy books. And if you're interested, get books. You can also follow her. I think I didn't write down. You have a personal Instagram too, right? I didn't write it down.
Yes, that's okay. I'm really, really easy to find. I publish, like under my given name.
Yeah, that's
I
smart.
perform under my given name, so there's no nom de plume. So yes, I'm on Instagram. I love to connect with readers there. I'm gearing up for WitchCon this weekend, which is like the largest online occult live stream. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be doing workshops and working with witches across the world.
I love it.
And I'd like to say something else. For people out there who have difficulty with life, things that come their way that they're not happy with, that they negate or whatever, I suggest you buy some of these books, preferably her books, and learn from it, because from these books of witchcraft, there's a lot of intelligent knowledge. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of tricks to what you can do to get this to that to the other. I find that some of these books, I have one book that, I wish I had it. It's packed. You would love it. I think it's over 300 years old.
I would love that.
It's in Italian, and it belonged to my grandmother in Italy, who also practiced not witchcraft, but whatever the Italians call la spirita. Mm-hmm. And she every morning would wake up and read her dreams in that book. If I tell you how many hits she had, you would not believe it, because I lived there with her for a year. And every morning she would read to me what she dreamt. It was amazing. This woman was really psychic. I mean, most of those old ladies then were, 90-year-old people back then. So I would suggest you buy her books.
Absolutely, you guys.
And read them. You will learn from them. You're not going to be a witch. God's not going to punish you. Jesus is not going to hate you. Because Jesus, I believe was a form of a warlock. Jesus did things that people with great powers do. So we all call people what we relate to. But I would read her book, and you will find that the problem that you have, there's a solution to it, because witches are very wise, and they have great instincts and very, how can I put it without magic powers? Okay, I'll say that.
I love it. So everybody, first of all, we're going to go back to Swallow.
I can't.
So you guys, this is from the You Can't Go Forward and You Can't Go Back. This is their very first EP. This was their hit single off of it. It's called Swallow. Introduce it for us. Hang on. We'll be right back. We're going to play it. And Juan, play the Swallow song.
Just help me along. Why would you name a song Swallow? Like Swallow the Bird?
She told you W.
Yeah, swallow is a bird, but think of how much like we have to swallow in the course of our daily life. Our pride, half-truths, all kinds of things. So it's kind of like a battle cry against all the things that we're forced to swallow to get
You just
pride.
neutralized my head.
Yeah, that was very
Bitter
good.
pills.
No, that was a good explanation too. So you guys, here it is. Here it is.
I
Saint
think you're
Divine.
terrific.
The name of the song is Swallow. Enjoy, everybody. We'll be right back.
You make me wanna swallow my pride, so I won't be so hollow inside.
Oh, you're tall enough for this ride.
Can I keep what I found? You can leave it on the ground. Take me on, take a shot, take a trouble on the rocks. Blow it up, lock it down, put my left go again. Give me sixes, give me 10.
I can't take what you need.
I won't cry, I won't bleed.
Maybe see tomorrow. You make me want to swallow.
Can I keep what I found?
Leave me here on the ground.
Go somewhere I can follow.
You make me want to swallow. 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 Swallow.
S-W-A-L-O. 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 S-W-A-L-O.
You make me want to swallow you whole.
You can take a bite of my soul.
I wanna put them down in the hole.
Go away. You know I won't be your queen of hell. I can keep all you gain and I'll take it to the grave. Spit the swag like the earth. I will show you what I'm worth.
Did you hear what I said?
Get me out of my head.
Look at you drown the sorrow.
You make me want to swallow.
Hit the floor for me now.
I don't know, show me how. Keep your eye on the door. Believe me once and more. Swallow. Swallow. Swallow.
S-W-A-L-O. 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 S-W-A-L-O.
You make me want to swallow my pride. I didn't get enough, but I tried.
Keep your hand on the wall, waiting for the last call.
There's no way I will fall. For you, I will swallow it all. Swallow. Swallow. Swallow.
S-W-A-L-O. 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 S-W-A-L-O.
And there it is, you guys. Swallow by Saint Divine. So if you guys get that single off of there, and then you get the new single from the album that is going to be coming out, The Devil That You Know, on March 20th. And then you have 2 great songs, Spit and Swallow.
You want to hear a shocker? You want to hear a shocker? I like it.
Absolutely.
I hate the title, but I like the song. It's a good song because I hear you singing and I hear music. It's not all that jamble shit.
There you go. Okay.
It's really clear, and it's got a good beat. I could dance to that.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, he likes to
I
dance.
could live without the lyrics, but the double entendre. Anyway, listen, I'm not a prude. I got a filthier mouth than anybody.
So you guys,
But it just doesn't go with you. In other words, if you look like a sleazy slut whore, then I say, okay, you're good. But you're like my daughter. You're just like Leslie. You're just elegant and beautiful.
so you guys, Saint
No,
Divine.
really, you are. You are. I'm sure people. That's your problem. Your music attracts certain men, but when the men meet you, you don't look like your music.
I don't fit the stereotype.
No, you don't.
A disappointment to everyone. That's okay.
No, I don't think so. I think it makes it cool. That makes you stand out a lot more because you're so different.
I think the surprise is when the guys find out who you are. Yeah, they look when they look at you, they think they got Grace Kelly, but then they have who I love,
A rock star.
Yeah, who's my rock star that I love? I loved him. Bowie.
David Bowie. Oh, he likes David Bowie.
I love David Bowie.
Anyway,
You're a very interesting woman. I could be your friend because you're so interesting. Have lunch together or something. I would like to get into your head because I find that we are very alike in so many ways.
I think it's very cool. So you guys, Saint Divine, follow him on Instagram at Saint.
My daughter Deirdre. How can we? Let me see. New York. She's in Pennsylvania.
Doesn't matter. They could.
I'd like my daughter
on Instagram. They could
you
get on
should know my
Instagram.
daughter Deirdre. She's quite a witch. I mean, she's really up there with the biggest gang of them. That's why she moved to Pennsylvania. She lives in a 300-year-old house, and a soldier is buried down in the basement.
Yeah, they have ghosts and stuff there
because he was killed in the winter, and the ground is so hard they couldn't dig a grave, so they had to dig the grave in the basement where the soil was soft. And Deirdre said that she communicates with him, and she was a young soldier. He's a young soldier, and he knows who she is, and you would love. And she's got video. She's got equipment in the house to detect certain stuff. She's really quite knowledgeable.
I'm glad we connected. This is going to be a very interesting friendship, I can tell.
No, it's going to be good. So you guys follow at
Deirdre is fabulous.
At Saint Divine _official. You guys. Again, their debut EP is out now. You can't go forward and you can't go back. On March 20th, their new album LP is coming out, The Devil That You Know. On February 20th, she's at the Parkside Lounge on East Houston Street in New York City. And February 22nd, Saint Divine will be at the Bitter End. And so here's before we go, just my last question. So let's say Saint Divine's going to go on tour with any 2 bands that have ever been alive in history. Who are you going to go on tour with?
Oh my gosh, that's a wild question.
I always ask actors who they want to work
band
with.
in history.
Any band in history, living or dead.
Gosh. Oh, that's a mind-blowing question. Well, I'm a huge Jack White fan. So like the Raconteurs or the Kills, I would love to play with like the Cramps or the Stray Cats or the Scientists that we cover.
Those are all good ones, actually.
Stray Cats.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Yeah, because we had one of them on our show.
Right.
Jim. We had Jim.
We've had so many great rock stars on our show.
We really
I
have.
mean, really
We've had,
super.
We had the drummer from Rat. We've had Pop Evil. We've had Chicago. We've had
so many.
We've had Kool and the Gang. We've had Philip Bailey, Earth, Wind and Fire. We've a lot.
And they all came out with
Lita Ford.
They all came out with the same thinking. The thinking was they were down and out and couldn't make it, and then suddenly it happened. Every one of them sort of had that story. And I think that's the music business. I think you could knock out 100 songs, nothing. And then you hit one and bingo, it goes. And that's what's going to happen with you.
I think so too.
You're going to knock
They're
out.
already doing it pretty
Maybe
good.
this. What is it called?
Spit.
Oh, no.
No, Spit. Spit is so good, you guys. I love it so much. It's such a
Maybe-
great song.
That's a good song. I really like that song.
So anyway, you guys, this is Julie Anne Knock of Saint Divine. We want to thank you for coming on. You guys also get her books. Just Google her on Barnes & Noble, and they'll all come up. We want to thank you for coming on the show. We wish you all the best and have great shows since you got 2 of them this week.
Now,
Thanks so much. It was great to be here. A pleasure to meet you both.
Thanks.
Are you ever going to book in Pennsylvania anywhere?
Probably.
Like New Hope. That's where you have to. Oh, I just sent it to you. New Hope is
They have a good
very,
bar there.
very witchy. My daughter's group is in New Hope. Very big. It's very, very psychic. New Hope is a magic town. I would suggest you book New Hope, and New Hope is your audience, definitely.
They have a great barn, this red barn that has all the great bands that come and play there.
fabulous.
So
They have
anyway, we got to go.
the best of New Hope. Think New Hope, New Hope, New Hope. I'm
Judy Anne,
sending-
thank you so much. Please give our best to Will and the rest of the band, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely, I will. All right. Thank
Bye.
you.
I think I love you.
Bye. All right, everybody.
You're so sweet.
We're going to take a quick music break, you guys. This is Chris Truesdale. The name of the song is It Was Love. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then when we get back, I think our second guest will just about be here. So enjoy, everybody. Here's Chris Truesdale. It Was Love. See you in a minute.
I think it's time that we call it what it is. You and I know we were way more than friends. What would you do if I told you I hate seeing you with him? Living a life out of fear and ignorance. Running all around just to chase that high that you and I felt so naturally. And what I came to know is what I realized. No matter how we try, we can't deny that what we have is love. Baby, that's all it ever was. It was love. Keep it low. It was love, 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 love. You had your time to be my everything. You disguised all the things that you shouldn't be. Oh. Remember when we got caught? You felt so ashamed of me. I saw our future playing out so differently. Oh, running all around just to chase that high that you and I felt so naturally. And what I came to know is what I realized. No matter how we try, we can't deny that what we have is love. Baby, that's all it ever was. It was love. It was love, love, that's all it ever was. It was
Hey, everybody. So that was Chris Truesdale. I'm super excited now because we have our next guest coming on. Let's bring her in and see if we can hear her. And everything is good. Hey.
Woo, look at that.
Say something. Can you hear us?
She's not hearing.
Can you hear us? Not if you can hear us. Can you hear us? Let's see. You can't hear us? Can you? I don't think. Hey, Juan, can she hear us or not hear us? Hey, Julianne, Cult Cinema LLC. You look great. She can't hear us, so she'd be nodding or something. Hang on. Can you hear us?
What does she do?
She's an actress and a director and a producer and a writer. She does everything, but she's got like 200 movie credits.
She was in one of my movies?
Several of your movies.
Not with that color hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's always had pink hair.
That's purple.
No, it's pink. Can you hear us?
Astro, either you're going to sit or not. Come on, Astro.
Hey, Juan, is there a way that we can play music or something and then you can talk to her and test it with her? Or is there any way we can tell her anything to do it? Maybe we log her out and bring her back in again. Hang on. Julianne, go to settings. Okay. ADN, make sure mic and speaker settings are correct. Oh my gosh, I just picked a booger. Jesus Christ. I have like all these things in my nose from the weather and the sand and stuff. I hate that. I know I'm telling the whole world that. I've had a problem with a bloody nose, you guys, because like all these things that are like coming in. He's going to work with her on it to see what we can do. In the meantime, we'll talk about something else for a minute.
Okay, let's talk about me.
Okay.
My favorite subject. Not really.
That's
absolutely not. I just throw out little words of wisdom every now and then.
Okay, throw out a little word.
But that's true about reading. You know, books, even bad books, teach. And if you don't read books, you don't know what you're doing. Because people that have had experiences that you're going through wrote about them, and they sometimes find solution. So if you read a book, you may find a solution to your problem. I find in books of spirituality or books of intuitivity or people that have feelings that have learned. I know so many people in my life that I've traveled through and with that have had experiences. My one experience that I keep telling everybody about and I write about, I'll share with you now, or maybe not.
Let's see, can we hear you?
I can hear you now. Oh my God.
Now,
I just had to put these on.
You had that pink hair all the time?
Yes.
Why don't I remember it?
I might have had red at the time. I'm not sure.
Oh, you might have had
It's
red.
been a while. It's been a while.
So hold on, let me do an introduction and then we'll talk.
It had, because I would remember you with red hair, not pink hair. Jimmy said we're in several of the same movies.
I believe that we are.
Not in the same scenes, but in the
no,
same
unfortunately.
movies.
Not yet.
So when we went to the Clown Motel premiere, I think that might have been the first time we actually met you. We actually met you. We knew who you were, but we haven't met you. Because I have pictures on the red carpet.
Yes, that's right.
Right. Were you in the first Clown?
Yes, I was. I had a green wig, and I believe my hair was red at the premiere.
Yes, it was. It was red.
It was red. That's what I remember. It was red.
Hold on. Let me do an introduction.
Were you in Clown 2 or 3?
I was in the second one, but just towards the end. I wasn't in it the whole time, but I was in the some of the cave scenes at the cave location. So I was in there, and went the hand, like the bloodletting with the hands with the queen. I was in those scenes at the end.
Okay.
So hold on, Astro, be quiet. First, let me do an introduction. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome back to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, actress, writer, director, producer. I used to introduce her as a scream queen, but she's doing so many more things now than when we had her on many years ago. So we're going to still say scream queen, but we're going to add, writer, director, and producer Julie Anne Prescott. Hello and welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
We have people in the chat room, so say hi to everybody in the chat room, and specifically Angela Joseph is in the chat room, so say hi.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody. Hi, Angela.
I
love the dog.
We're not talking to Angela because she abandoned us.
Oh.
Hey, I abandoned you guys for a minute there too, and
No,
I came back
she
with these.
left us for Colorado. Who the fuck lives in Colorado?
Actually, she.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, where do you live now?
I'm in Dallas.
She's in Texas, and I want to
Who
know.
lives in Texas?
I love
Yes,
Texas.
I do now.
First, before we get started, I want to say congratulations, you guys. Julianne got married last week.
Who got
Thank
married?
you.
Julianne got married last week.
You got married?
to Will.
Yeah.
Wait
Anyway,
a minute.
Will,
Wait, why aren't you on your back somewhere? Why are you here?
That's another video.
I mean,
That's
you
another
should be
platform.
newlywed. You should be on your back, not on this stupid show.
I got to charge for that.
so first of all, she married you guys. A lot of people
Who'd
know
you marry?
her
Anybody,
husband. Her husband.
anybody we know?
I know him.
He
You know?
knows now.
Yeah.
Who'd you marry? Who did you marry?
His name's Will Colazzo. He is the founder of Cult Cinema, which I work with him. I do the writing. I do production side. That's actually I started getting back more in front of the camera recently, but I did for the past few years ago start doing more production side with him, being kind of
Does
like
he have a name,
partners.
for Christ's sake?
Yes.
What's his name?
Will Colazzo. She already said it twice.
I don't hear good. I have hearing aids. You know,
Hey, I got these. This is the only way I can hear you guys. So we're a match. We're a good
What's
match.
his name?
Will Colazzo.
Colazzo. Do I know him? I know him.
I don't know if you know
Is
him.
he
I
cute?
know
Is
him.
he cute?
I think so.
Oh, good.
You guys, he's a super talented director. He's an actor. He's so basically they make a lot of like B+ films, but they're really good B+ films.
Thank
and
you.
and basically Julianne is probably like the biggest B film movie star on the planet for indie horror.
Thank you.
She does like everything indie horror. She's not making $10 million films, but the movies she makes are a lot of fun. Actually, she does comedy horror. She does horror. Some of the movies.
But I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Did you make him beg you to marry him?
No, I don't think so. I
Why?
hope not.
That's a mistake. Jimmy begged me to marry him.
Oh,
Begged
I
me.
love that.
He's
He
so
really
full
did.
of shit.
He
He
came-
told me we're not going to have a relationship if you don't marry me because I'm old fashioned and I got to be married.
Aw,
No, I never
baby.
said that.
That's
No, you know
classy,
what Jimmy
though.
wanted? Jimmy was 20-something years with somebody else.
Mhm.
So on his way home from work, he wanted to stop at my house, have sex with me, and then continue home to the other guy.
That's
So
true.
I said, I'm no back streets fuck. That's it.
There you
I'm not
go.
a back street fuck. You want to
See?
come to this? You want to come to this house? You got to get rid of the other one. He didn't have the balls to get rid of the other one. So I said, I want to meet the other one.
Did he bring him over?
No,
I brought him over to the other one.
to the
There,
other guy.
yeah.
And when I walked in, he said, "Oh, Ron Russell." He said, "What a pleasure to meet you." I said, "In 5 minutes, you won't think so."
That's great.
I said, "Jimmy's leaving you for me."
You get out. I'm coming in.
It was funny. No, I went the next day and I packed up a U-Haul truck with all my shit and took my dog, and that was it. I like left and never spoke to him again.
What does he think?
Well,
I'm a
look at
jerk?
y'all now. Well,
Yes,
see, he's classy.
13
He's got
years.
standards. He's saying, "Here we go.
And
I'm the one."
And you and Will have been
Wait,
together a
how
while.
long were you with this guy before you married him?
Oh, Will, we've been together about 5 years.
Oh, that's good. You built a good foundation.
I want
Yeah,
to
he
say
didn't get sick of me.
we haven't seen you in such a long time,
I
and
know.
I
you're,
think
you're-
it's
you're like a little girl. He must be into little girls.
We're the same age, actually. You should see him. We're
What's his
both
name?
the same age.
the same age.
Yeah, but you look like a little girl. You don't look like
I'll
any.
take it.
No, you really do. You could pass for 14,
Actually, I think she
14 or 15.
just posted a thing she just posted on Facebook, so I know it's public knowledge. I think this is what 44 looks like. Is that what it said?
I'm gonna be 43 in August, but I got
43,
the
okay.
LED. I got the LED mask.
I remember
got it
you.
all.
Now I remember you. I
Actually, the
remember-
last time we saw you was at a Suwong party. Actually,
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
right.
I don't think we've seen you since. And then you moved. I didn't know where
Yeah.
you moved to, but one other thing I think is very great because you don't have to be in LA to be a star and to make great movies.
No.
And the fact that you moved away and you're
Yeah.
still working all the time and putting out great content is a kudos to you and Will, because I know you guys work on a lot of stuff together.
Yeah,
so-
we're moving back to Florida.
Oh, I'm from Florida. I grew
I
up
know.
there.
I didn't know that. She's from St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So believe it or not, I was looking on your IMDb when I read the thing that says you're from St. Petersburg, Florida, and that you worked as a spokesmodel for Troma and Sony PlayStation and Gothic Beauty Mag. You were an alternative model, and I'm getting ready to do some stuff with Troma soon.
So wait a minute.
Awesome.
So you moved from Florida to Texas. Now,
No,
you know,
to LA
wait,
and then
no,
Texas.
wait.
I went
You know
everywhere.
You know Sherry Davis, right?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Sherry,
she's from
Sherry
Texas, I
said
think.
it's too cold in Texas, so now she's looking for someplace to live in Florida.
Yeah, Florida's, I mean, I grew up, like he said, in St. Pete, Clearwater. I was there for about 30 years. I went to LA and then I was in Vegas. And then Will's from Long Island. So I was in Long Island with him for about 3 years.
Wait,
And
Will's from Long Island?
he's from Long Island. Well, he's from
Wait,
Brooklyn.
I'm from Long Island. Where?
He's from Brooklyn.
Where
Brooklyn.
were we? We were in Sayville.
Okay, I was in where was I? Setauket.
Oh yeah, I know this. His father's in Riverhead, I believe.
Right.
Or was it
Yeah,
Riverhead?
that's a
Something
place
like that.
because we've
Oh,
been there.
Riverhead, yes, way
And,
out.
oh, Manorville. I'm sorry, He's over in Manorville.
Manorville is out in Suffolk. It's far out.
Yeah.
But I was in I forgot.
So when you were starting out, though, because here was my point before we sidetracked. So when you lived in Florida, I was an extra in Rock of Ages. I was in about 15 episodes of The Glades and about 20 episodes of Burn Notice.
Yeah.
And I looked on your IMDb, and you were in all of those. So you had to drive south. You had to come down unless they were shooting episodes up there. You drove down
No,
to do it because
I
they were all
did.
shot in Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So
Yeah, I
that's a
did.
degree of separation that I didn't know we had. And I met the coolest people on all those sets.
Oh yeah, I loved it. When I was doing commercial work like that, I did like Dr. G in Orlando. A lot of it I did have to go down and past the Everglades. Rock of Ages was in Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale. I shot that commercial for the MTV Music Awards, and some of those All Worked Up and Swamp Wars and all that stuff was down in Miami and down in that area.
Swamp Whores?
Swamp Wars.
Or she said
Swamp Whores.
It's the same. It's Florida. It's the same thing. They have all those shows there too.
It was so much fun though. Like I had a really good time doing that. I had an actual agent that all they did was book extras. But
Yep.
you know, I could work every day of the week if I wanted, so it was fun. And
That's how I got it too. She had who I went through at the time. She had like a mailing, and the email would go out and say what was coming up, and you could request to be added in there and they would, look, your information was on file. Oh, okay, you're fitting. The one thing about Rock of Ages though, when I got there, I had blue hair, and I got there and I did that drive, the long drive, and they said, oh, you wouldn't have had blue hair in the 80s, which is not true. And so and then they didn't like my tattoos and piercings, and so they covered me up. I still had the blue hair, but my scenes where I was an extra, it got so much that the director, I believe Adam Shankman, said out, the girl in the blue hair, we can see her. She needs to be moved. So
That's
that was
funny.
my Rock of Ages.
It was just fun. I was in everything that was shot down there just because it was fun. And I met a lot of people. That's how I learned how to do a whole bunch of things.
Now that you guys are bragging, fuck all of you, because
Oh gosh.
my first job as an extra was with Sophia Loren
Oh no.
and
that's
Ted
amazing.
Hunter. How do you like
Wow.
that? Lucky. I was 19 years old. I
Win.
played soldier. Yeah.
I
And
love
I
it.
followed her all over the set.
I
Finally,
would too.
no, I sat next to her on her little folding chair, and we started talking, and we became friends. Well,
That's
friendly,
awesome.
set friends. And when I left, she kissed me on my cheek. And when I drove home, I got out of the car, ran down the block like a lunatic to show my mother, who was at my aunt's house. I said, "Look, lipstick, Sophia Loren kissed me. Never,
Oh my
this
god.
will never be washed." I'm gonna put a little thing around the fence.
So I'm doing a
Amazing.
live action version of Poultrygeist.
What? Oh my
Um,
god.
I'm not allowed to say who's starring in it yet because I don't think the contract is signed, but it's going to be like a live rock concert. We're going to do it in New York, LA, and the United Kingdom, and then they're going to stream it on TV on Cineverse. And
That's crazy. That's
and
so
the cool thing
cool.
about it, and I get to do everything. I'm the lead producer, and I get to cast it because I got hired from my knowledge of the horror community to make sure that we don't offend any of the old horror movie people who loved it, changing it and updating it a little bit. I have to make sure we keep everybody happy. So I'm going to remember you when we do that, because when we get that would be something, because you're a trauma girl and they want to use trauma people.
I am there for that, and you are definitely best suited to do that for sure. I'm
Oh, no, it's going to
so
be fun.
excited to hear that because I love Poultrygeist, I love trauma, and I love you. So it's going to be so cool to see that put together.
It's going to be fun. Like
And
I talked to Debbie Rochon.
I'm going to sleep with him for a part.
Yeah, he'll get in it too.
You better cast him.
I had Debbie
sleep with the
Rochon on the
producer.
show a couple of months ago, though, and I had never met her before, and
Who?
and so I told her too, like I want to put her in it. Debbie Rochon, she's like another
Yes.
big star.
Oh, she's amazing.
Oh, wait a minute, what's your last movie? What did you just finish doing?
The last one that I was on, oh, I did act in it too, actually. I directed a film called Bed and Rotting, and
What was it called?
Bed and Rotting.
it had
Rotting?
Bed, B-E-D,
Bed
and Rotting.
And
You wrote it?
I wrote it and I directed it, and I had a small role with Will in it, and it
What
starred.
was the title? Rotten in Bed.
No.
It's got a lot of monsters in it, and it stars. We got Robert Lusardo in there. We got Santiago Cirillo, Michael Ochotorena, who him and his wife. They work on all our movies. They star in them. His wife Cece does makeup and effects. Their kids actually, Dom and Josh, are in there. They're in our movies too. They're a great team. So we had a lot of amazing people in this one. We had Sarah French actually was in it too.
Yeah, I
She's
wrote down
super cool.
Sarah French. Robert Bess is in it. Robert Lusardo is a pretty good friend of mine. I'm actually producing his movie Manson's War.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I heard about that. I've seen a couple things he put up there advertising. So that's super cool too. Yeah, he's a really awesome person. It was great to work with him.
I tell you, when I met him, I was afraid to talk to him the first time we met him at a premiere, because he plays characters that are like,
he's a nice,
like scary, and he ends up that he watches Turner Classic Movies. He's one of the nicest guys you will ever meet ever, and we hit it off with him really, really good.
He's a regular Joe.
But I was afraid to meet him just because he's always killing everybody and shit.
Well, Nip Tuck. Speaking of Florida, Nip Tuck. That was my favorite show, and that was where I know he was in Wishmaster too, and a lot of other things that I love, but that was the big thing. And so when I first met him, I just had that in my head too. It's just like,
He was so good in it. He was like feeding people to the alligators and stuff in there.
But Jimmy, don't you know, when an actor is feared, he's an actor. He's done a good job. So many people that meet me, seriously, they say, you're very soft, you're very nice. I said, what the fuck did you expect? They said, well, you're always so tough and mean. And well, that's what I play.
You're commanding.
No, I play the tough guy. So,
I wrote
it's a compliment.
I wrote some stuff done. You did a Facebook post and you said, these are all movies, that are going to be coming out this year. Now, I'm going to tell the titles, and then you tell me, are these all your movies? Are these movies you're in? Or these are actually movies you and Will, did? And I have Cheerleader Camp, Elimination, Camp Murder 2, Bed and Rotting, Axe Grinder 7, Amityville Easter, and Amityville Shark House. Like, are those all you guys' movies? Or are some of them are yours and some of them are ones you're in?
They're all our movies. Cheerleader was the first movie I directed. It's still, we're finishing post-production on that one. It was my first time wanting to take over and do a lot of things. And when I do things, I put everything into it. So it's taken a little longer to get out. That's my little baby there. And then by Bed and Rotting, I had learned a lot more. So those are the two I directed. And then Camp Murder is Will's series. He was in the first one. Another director that's amazing, Mark Polonia, worked with him on that one. And then Amityville Easter is actually part of our series that Will and I did together, which started with Amityville Thanksgiving and then went to Amityville Turkey Day, and now we're at Amityville Easter. It's the saga of the killer talking turkey and the evil doctor who birthed him.
Wait, back it up. Stop, hold. Killer turkey?
Yes.
There's a turkey.
These are comedy horror movies.
Yes, those are comedy horror.
There's a turkey that kills people.
Yes, and his father is a doctor, a therapist.
I'm glad the turkey gets his revenge.
And Axe Grinder 7, I wrote down. Axe Grinder 7.
That is Will's movie that he directed. It's part of a series that he did with another amazing the distributor David Sterling. He has a whole series, And so the Axe Grinder is part of his series, and then he has different directors direct the different installments. So Will directed that one.
I love it. I think what you guys are doing is so cool. You've basically turned yourself into like a mini production studio, just pushing out, content. And I think it's really good. You've got some really good people in some of the movies. I also have some other movies that you did. I don't think these are your movies, but Sheer Bloody Murder. Whose movie is that? Is that like a Sean?
That's Will produced it, and then that was Sean C. Phillips' directorial debut.
We've had him on the show too.
Yeah, and I started it with him, and that was my first set that I did production side, where I assisted Sean, and I did production manager duties and sort of ran things behind the scene on that one. And there was another one that you're probably going to name Amityville Shark House, which it's the same scenario, but Will and Sean directed together. So, and that one should be coming out this year. It was part of my little graphic that
Yes.
was sent out to the distributor is Hollywood Media Bridge, part of Lionsgate Home Division, I believe is what it is. But that's on their roster to release this year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because that one is going to be amazing when it comes out.
I hope so. I love it. You also I like the Cheer Bloody Murder one, because we've had like a lot of those people. We knew Tom Sizemore, rest in peace. Vernon Wells, we did a movie with.
He's great.
He's been on the show. James Duvall's been on the show. Sean Whalen's been on the show. Robert Lasardo's been on the show. Sean Phillips, Kellyanne Ryder, and Krista Grady Saxon. So like almost everybody, has been on the show.
I love Krista. She's from Tampa. One of my first movies, Stilettos, was a strip club horror comedy with Krista.
She's
amazing.
fabulous. I love her.
Great to see her again too.
Yeah, you've been on our show before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a long time though.
Why do you answer? See those eyeglasses? You're going to eat them.
Well, we also talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Look, I'm not always here. I come in.
You're there in spirit.
I wrote it down. She was here September 23rd, 2020.
Oh my gosh, that long ago.
She came on with Rocky Kramer.
You killed the whole fucking joke.
Oh.
I was going to say, and you're stupid enough to come back?
And I was excited to do it.
That was the punchline he blew. There's a button. We comics call it a button. You set up the joke, and then you hit the button. If somebody fucks up that button, the whole thing's gone. Washes away. Yeah, that's a good question. Do you do comedy?
I've been told that I'm like, I don't know if you guys will get the reference, but Daria from the 90s. It's dry humor. I say things, they come off comedic, but they're just dark and they're not really flat. I have flat comedy, I would guess.
I love Daria.
Well, you probably do dark comedy.
Yeah. I mean, Will just did a raunchy comedy with Michael Ochotorena. I wasn't there for it. I was sick, unfortunately, but it was a raunchy comedy, and so they're very comedic. And I was like, I wanted to have a cameo, but I ended up getting really sick, so I couldn't even really talk. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know. I don't think I'm very funny. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do
That's
comedy.
good. When you don't think you're funny, you are.
That's
funny.
probably when you are funny. It's the people who think
if you think you're funny, then you come off as very I love me kind of shit.
Yeah.
I was hired for a movie to play a minister, light in the loafers and very funny, which is comedy is what I do. And we were shooting it, and I shot it funny, and the producer came out and he said, "Why are you doing it funny?" I said, "That's why you hired me." He said, "Oh no, we changed our mind. And we didn't want you gay, and we didn't want you funny."
So the morning of shooting, he had to change the whole thing that he had all prepared.
and it just didn't work. It worked. They only let me in with one thing. When I said, "What about me?" I yelled out, "What about me?" And that was the only thing that was maybe funny. So you see, actors are abused. That's my point.
I love comedy, and we don't do like strict or straight improv, like but we do encourage people to go with it if you're feeling it. The actors, especially when I'm writing, I write a blueprint. It's kind of like the foundation, but the actors bring it to life. So if you want to go in a different direction, you want to add something, it makes it so much better. And we've had a lot of times where people do add in that comedy, and a lot of our movies, even if they're not strictly are supposed to be horror comedy per se, with it in there, I just love it because it definitely adds more personality to a lot of the moments so I'm a
When
fan.
you add that slight comedy, which almost sounds like a mistake, then it's fun.
Yeah.
If you set it up too funny, it doesn't work in a
Oh
horror.
yeah.
In a horror,
Especially if it seems like it's being forced, something like that.
you ever go to
Because
a
as a
horror movie?
person,
Ever go to a horror movie and the monster somehow does something stupid and the audience starts to laugh? You've
yeah.
seen that.
Oh yeah.
When it wasn't supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying.
Yeah, but
That's uncomfortable though.
but that gives the movie richness. If it doesn't spoil the plot, it gives the movie richness because it gives it a sense of humanity.
So one of the movies
yeah.
that we're in with her is Compatible.
Oh,
Yes.
you're not incompatible?
No, she's in it.
No, I'm what
Have
am I?
you
The
seen?
AI? I
Have
guess
you
you would call it.
Have you seen Compatible?
I don't think I've seen the whole film, but I have seen the new promotions that were put out and the new trailers. I do know that my part, I believe it's called AI, but a couple years ago you wouldn't call it AI, but AI is so prevalent now. Usually it would have been like a vlog or something like that, but I'm like the AI voice of the system itself, like the whole the app or the program that they're
You guys,
using.
it's going to be coming out soon. We didn't see it. We didn't go to the premiere because the premiere was in Colorado, but we shot a funny
We shot
parts.
it. They were supposed to use one scene. Jimmy and I in bed, whatever crazy shit we were doing, I don't remember. But Sherry Davis said, "Oh no, we're going to do more." I said, "But I thought we were just doing one." They did 5 different takes.
And they used them all.
Wait a minute.
Nice.
Listen to how they're no good. I hate them. Joe Kelly and Sherry Davis, I'm beat the shit out of them when I see them.
God.
I love the both of them, but they lied to us. They said, "Ron, give us one clean." We gave them a nice clean one. "Ron, give us one a little dirtier." We gave him one a little dirtier. "Ron, give us a filthy one." We gave them a filthy one. "Ron, give us a disgusting, horribly vulgar, most terrible thing you could do." We gave them that. So I said to Joe months later, "Joe, which one did you use?" He said, "They were all so good, we used all of them."
That's
I said, "Are you
good.
kidding? The last one that we did, we never thought you would use." He said, "No, we used it."
That makes sense though.
They
You
said
would
though,
never think.
I was told though that it was that our clips were very funny in it,
But filthy.
and so let everybody know because it's going to be coming out. It just got distribution. Joe Kelly's in it. Alyssa Dowling is in it. Nicole Butler's in it. Sherry Davis, Sean Phillips, Ari Lehman, Ari Lehman is. Who is he? Jason? No, he was no. Yeah, Ari Lehman was Jason in Friday.
Yeah.
The first one. I was trying to
That's
think.
a great cast we had, huh?
Eileen Dietz is in it. Johnny Perotti, who is like Piggy, whatever his character is in Clown Motel. He's the guy who's like
Yes.
pig who has sex with the animals. I mean, he's hilarious. I love him.
Yeah, the six-
So it's a real Hammy. They call him Hammy. That's right.
Yes, that's right.
He was really good. So that's a really good one. And then you did another movie, and I haven't seen it, but it has a very good cast. It's called Alien Vampire Busters, and that sounds awesome. I don't know. Is that a you movie? Is that your movie?
No, I was just
Who
in
did that
it.
movie?
But it has a great cast too. Like I'm so excited about whenever I get to be in a film and you get to work with these people that are just phenomenal. People that you respect, people you're friends with, people that, you've looked at their work. And that's another one that has an incredible cast. There's so
And they've
many great
all been on
people.
our show, you guys. Alien Vampire Busters.
Great.
Julie Anne. It's got Andy Dick, Eric Roberts, Felissa Rose, Jeremy
Yeah.
London, James Duvall, and Dave Sheridan. They've all been on the show, and it's such a good cast. I was like, oh my god, this is like a really good.
I would have liked to have been in that movie.
You should have been.
They didn't have a part for a 100-year-old person.
Oh, come on.
I'm limited on I can't play 25 anymore.
And so there's one other movie
Me
that
neither.
there's one other movie that you and I are in, Julie. And it's called Final Caller, and I'm actually one of the night callers. You're one of the night callers.
Yes. We
And,
were both people on the phone calling in. I love that team too. I mean, again, I wasn't there in person, but to be part of it was a
Wasn't
huge
either.
deal.
Matter of fact, he just called me up one day and said, "Hey, could you just record this for me because we need another voice?" And And I was like, "You're gonna give me an IMDb credit?" And he said, "Sure." And I said, "Okay," because I'm really good friends with him. I met him many years
Yes.
ago. I was promoting a movie I produced called Brutal, and I was in
Oh,
the Twin Cities, wherever I forgot wherever we were at this big event, and every celebrity person was there, and I had a booth, promoting this like movie, and I met him, and they took me to the radio station and did interviews and stuff right away, and they're great.
oh
They're
yeah.
Todd. His name's Todd. You guys, Todd. What's Todd's
Hot
last name?
sheets.
Sheets, yes, Todd Sheets, and believe it or not, I didn't see him for like 10 years, and I used to have these Jimmy Stars the Ship bracelets, and we went to a premiere,
I
and
remember.
he still had it. He was still wearing it, and I was like, here, let me give you
Wow.
like another one, because he had it for 10 years. But Todd Sheets is like a super talent, makes low budget movies that do extremely well. His new
Oh
werewolf
yeah.
film was really good. And
Starring Dylan Fawn Harvey, who was in. I love. She's absolutely fantastic. You should have her on here if you haven't yet. She works in most of Todd's movies actually, and she was in Cheerleader, and she's somebody that I love working with. She's definitely somebody that you definitely
Oh,
have
who
to
you
check out.
talking about?
what's her name again?
Her name is Dylan Fawn Harvey.
Dylan Fawn
She was
Hart.
the werewolf, I believe, or she was a werewolf in that new one too
Yeah, that
that she
I
was
really,
promoting.
because I can't tell people how much it cost, but he told me how much it cost, and when he told me how much it cost, I was like,
Oh wow.
I've been involved with $400,000 movies that aren't as good as this, and he made it for like no money.
Well, that's the talent. There's so many people that do independent level films, and there's so much heart that gets put into it. Like I love our teams. I love the teams we worked with in New York, the people that we found in Texas, the people, we're always meeting new people that just have so much talent, and it's amazing to see what they can do. And the money that you're able to make to put into the production, you look at it and okay, this is what we want to do, this is what we can do, and this is what we're going, this is what we're going to do. So those are the different levels of indie filmmaking with what you have, and that what we're going to do is what you end up with, and it's just phenomenal when you're in the space and you have everybody put together. So, and he's definitely a master of that, and we've gotten quite good at, like you were saying about changes, things being changed on, in the moment. I've had to rewrite almost entire scripts and plot lines on the set. Like I've had to, you know you just have to do it. And so, but the end result, you look at it and you give each other hugs and you just love what you put together. So that's one of my favorite things about doing these independent film productions.
Well, and you can earn a very, like Todd Sheets earns a very good living doing, what he does. He told me how
Yes.
much films have grossed and how much they cost. And so, he's done very well. And I think that, you guys have become, because there's a few little groups of people, and you guys are one of them. Sean Phillips is one of them. People who basically you have like a little factory, putting out movies all the time, and they're all pretty good. Some of them are not as good as others, but most of, in general, they're pretty good for low budget films.
Thank
And
you.
basically, you guys are like the new Troma, because Troma's not really putting stuff out really a whole lot. So you guys are basically like replacing what Troma has brought to the table for horror lovers, who are the biggest, fans of
I
any horror
agree.
lovers. So I think that you guys are the new Troma. And I think it's a big pat on the back for you for what you're accomplishing.
Thank you. I mean, a lot of us come from being fans of trauma and growing up with, that mentality and learning along the way, whether we've all worked, you know, with trauma in person, like on a trauma production, or we've worked with people who have. It's just the mindset of, again, do it yourself filmmaking, make your own damn movie, as Lloyd would say. We actually had Lloyd in Silent Night, Bloody Night 3, the one that we had. I think I don't know if it's got a full release yet, but we had him come out for that one, and that was huge to have watched him and loved trauma and been a part of trauma, and then to actually be directing him was just crazy. But it comes full circle with everyone who loves filmmaking. You grow up with, again, the do-it-yourself mentality, the get in there. Sometimes there's long hours, sometimes it's not pretty, and then, like you said, not all of it is very, very, like, where the bar is set is kind of like a mentality anyway, but it depends on what you're doing and who comes to play. And, everyone that comes to play with us has that mentality. And it really does stem from trauma.
Lloyd, so I had never met Lloyd Kaufman, and I think that he was the third or fourth guest on this show 18 years ago. He
Oh
was
my
one of
gosh,
the
that's
first
crazy.
guests we ever had, and then I met him after that, and he was super great. and I think it's fun. So let me ask you a question. What are your horror influences? What are some of your favorite horror movies growing up that made you want to get involved in this? And then let me put a second part to it. We got 5 minutes left. Let's do a second part to it. If you
really fast.
A bucket list actor and actress that you have not had a chance to work with yet that you would love to work with, and they could be living or dead.
Oh, dead. Okay, I'll start with my influence real fast. When I was in 5th grade in elementary school, I loved Nightmare on Elm Street was my favorite movie. I loved Friday 13th, Texas Chainsaw. So I would write my own sequels to these movies as a little kid. I didn't know about all that sex and stuff, so I put more violence. I was really creative with the kills. And my classmates actually got involved, like, oh, I want to die in your story. And a teacher found it. It's the only thing I've ever won. I have this little trophy for best writer, creative writing representing in my school. So that's where I kind of got started. I never knew I'd actually be doing it and other people would watch it, things that I wrote. Like Amityville Karen, which Sean directed, is my first film that's out there that you can watch on Tubi that I wrote. I never thought that, but so that's where it started to get to this point. As far as actors living in, I've met and worked with not directly like me directing them yet, but I've gotten to work with Linnea Quigley was one of my inspirations growing up. I got to work with her a couple times in films. Debbie Rochon was another one. So I've gotten to kind of work with these people that I watched as a kid and get to be in scenes with them and get to watch them work. So it's kind of like a unraveling thing for me just as I go daily with whatever movie we're working on. James Duvall, another one. His movies in the '90s really. Doom Generation was a huge one for me. That whole Greg Araki series there was big for me as a kid in the '90s. When I first met him, I told him that too. He's like, "Wow, you watch those movies? You like them?" I'm like, "I still love those movies." So he was actually supposed to be in Bed and Rotting, but we had the government flight shut down. He couldn't get on his flight, so
That's
sucked.
terrible. Well, he's super nice. We actually see him every year he goes to the Halloween Hotness, so we always see him there. But he has been on the show, James Duvall, a bunch of times. Yeah, he's been on the show a bunch of times. He's very, very cool. One thing I think is that many of the horror movie actors are very cool because let's face it, number one, they need to be because then they go out and sell autographs and they make a ton of money. But
Yeah.
I think in general they're pretty good people too. There's only I think I've only had 1 or 2 bad experiences with any really famous major horror movie star.
I can't say that I've really met too many people that I would say that I would not want to work with again per se, as far as people that I admired. I didn't have, and let's knock on wood, I didn't have the heartbreak of saying, "Oh man, you don't meet your heroes, you don't meet people." There wasn't really many people that I would say really kind of burst my bubble when I met them. So let's keep it that way.
What are you gonna say, honey?
I was going to ask her, have you seen Clown Three Ways to Hell?
Clown
I
Motel.
have not seen that one yet. I have not seen that one
Because I ask people this question. Do you think that Joe Kelly went crazy when he had over 103 clowns?
It's 130 or
yet.
something.
I think he needs more. I think he needs more.
What'd you say?
She said he needs more.
I mean, 130 clowns.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
And one stupider than the other. It took away from the movie.
They're clowns.
No, but they had children and stuff.
We stayed at the Clown Motel when we shot Clown Motel 3. We were in Nevada for a couple of days, and we actually stayed at the hotel, which I like.
Did you see my mural? There's a mural of me.
There's a mural of you, and there's
you
one
go to
of Dave.
Clown Motel.
There's one of Dave Bailey too.
We're in the same mural. We're in the Clown Motel room. Real quick, because I know you're gonna have to decease me. You're gonna have to kill me off. But if you go, I saw some kids do a podcast or one of those influencers did it, and they went in that room and they had photos of me stills from the movie, and they're going, and this woman died here, and I'm like, okay, but I was like, wow, the new generation thinks I
don't think we had anybody. I don't think we had anybody painted in our room.
I don't remember actually.
No,
They better paint. They got a Milan. Your what is it?
General Milan. Yeah, they need to
General
make
Milan.
his character. He should be in one of them. They should have a picture of General Milan. Ron looks great in the movie. The movie's okay, but Ron looks great in the movie.
Why should I?
You better say that.
Because you're in the movie. So you
Yeah,
guys,
but
this
you
is
see- you see
Julianne
what happens?
Prescott.
You see what happens?
Thank you, guys.
My character gives the movie a little. Shut up.
Hurry up,
Yeah.
we gotta go. We're out of
My
time.
character gives the movie a little sensibility, but
I
it's
agree.
but it's not a. It's a boring character. Everybody that watches it wants to see clowns and killing and blood.
And now I remember you with the green hair. Now that you said green hair earlier, now I totally know who you were.
Her name was Gemma. She didn't talk.
I love
didn't
it.
talk.
So you guys follow Julie. It's Julie_Anne _Prescott on Instagram. When all the movies come out, let me know, and we'll come back and play trailers of all of them for everybody. So let me know when they come out.
Please have me back. This was so fun. It went so fast too.
It went
I'm gonna
really
miss you guys.
fast. It went really fast, but it was so much fun. It's so nice to see you, and I'm so happy that you got out of the crazy LA and you're thriving. So I'm really happy for you.
I'm gonna go get me some brisket
Do you have
now.
to bleach-
Yes.
Do you have to bleach your hair white to get the color?
I use it's called High Lift Magenta. It's just a high lift color.
And
And
you go
I
from-
only use 20% because my hair, I'm happy it's still here after all the things I've done to it.
Wait,
So
you go from virgin hair to that color with one process?
my hair is great. My hair has been gray for decades, so it doesn't go that far.
I used to be a hair colorist. Do you use a one process to get that color?
Yes. And I use 20 volume as gentle as I can
All
on
right,
it.
we have to go. It's
Oh,
nice to
okay.
and all that, but we gotta
No,
go.
only because
Thank
Bye,
you,
you guys.
Jimmy. We'll see you
only
soon.
because of women that are watching that want that color. I want them to know how to
It
get
looks
it.
great. I love it.
Magenta high color.
Bye,
And
honey.
congratulations to you and Will. Wishing you all the
see
best.
you on the set, Julie.
I'll see you
Bye.
guys.
All right,
Bye.
everybody. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
tuning in. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And have a great weekend. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, this is MC Alfred. I'm just chilling, Jimmy Star, yo, sitting down and designing. Where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfred, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
British punk, yo, wanna be Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you